Good evening. It's Monday, January 20, 2020 here in Cebu City. I'm Cherry Ann Lim, and here's all you need to know in NewsBits tonight. The Interagency Technical Working Group has recommended the termination of the motorcycle taxi pilot run 2 months ahead of its scheduled end. It also called for the blacklisting of angkas. Here's Nico Tubo for the details.
The government's Interagency Technical Working Group has recommended to Congress the termination of the motorcycle taxi pilot study. The TWG said in its recommendation that due to the issuance of a 20-day temporary restraining order on the imposition of the Rider Cup, the integrity of the study's data gathering design was compromised. The group said the cap of 30,000 riders in Metro Manila and 9,000 riders in Metro Cebu aimed to divide equally among the 3 participating motorcycle transport companies, Angkas, Joyride, and Move It. It added that the pending cases lodged by Angkas before the Quezon and Mandaluyong City Regional Trial Courts have also hampered the implementation of the study. The Technical Working Group has recommended the blacklisting of Angkas and its incorporators from applying and operating as a motorcycle taxi service provider should a law be enacted allowing motorcycles as public utility vehicles. The TWG said Angkas violated the study's implementing guidelines by operating outside Metro Manila and Metro Cebu, adding that Angkas also failed to publicly disclose its foreign ownership. Other recommendations made by the group were for the Congress to consider recommendation of the former members of the TWG and to dissolve the Interagency Technical Working Group for Motorcycle Taxi. Senator Bongo, meanwhile, revealed that he will convince President Rodrigo Duterte and Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade to extend the pilot study, provided that participating companies will abide and care for the safety of the passengers. Nico Tubo, NewsBits Tonight.
A day after President Rodrigo Duterte promised to help find funds to solve Cebu's traffic, the Cebu Provincial Board passed an ordinance creating a body to address Metro Cebu's traffic woes. Here's Kenneth Torres for the details.
The Cebu Provincial Board has passed an ordinance creating the Traffic Management Board of Cebu, tasked to address traffic problems in Metro Cebu. Provincial Board member Glenn Soko, who authored the draft legislation, said it is important to harmonize the policies and ordinance of the municipalities and cities in Cebu. The Traffic Board will be composed of the Department of Public Works and Highways, Land Transportation Office, Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, Philippine National Police, League of Municipalities, and local government units in Metro Cebu. The approval of the draft legislation came a day after President Rodrigo Duterte promised to help find funds to solve Cebu traffic. Duterte told the crowd inside the Cebu City Sports Center on Sunday evening that building a railway and skyways are best solution to Metro Cebu's traffic problems. He said expanding Cebu's road is no longer feasible. Cebu City Mayor Edgardo Labella said he will be nagging the president to see to it that his promise will be realized. Labella supports the implementation of the bus rapid transit. However, he agrees with Duterte that roads in the city could hardly be widened. But Cebu City Councilor Joy Young speculated that the people pushing for the establishment of big-ticket flyovers and skyways have vested interest. He added that maybe the Duterte does not know much about the BRT. Kenneth Torres, NewsBits Tonight.
More stories in NewsBits Tonight after this short break. The contingents from Tangub City and Barangay Basak, San Nicolas, Cebu City were named the champions in this year's Sinulog Grand Parade. Here's Nico Tubo for the details.
The Sinanduloy Cultural Troupe of Tangub City, Misamis Occidental, and Lumad Basakanon of Barangay Basak, San Nicolas, Cebu City were named champions in this year's Sinulog Grand Parade. In the ritual showdown at the Cebu City Sports Center, the Sinanduloy Cultural Troupe bagged the first prize in the Sinulog-based category. They were followed by the City of Karkar and Talisay City Central and National High School. The group from Tangub also won in the street dancing competition. Sinulog-based category head Judge Larry Gabaw said Sinanduloy's 2 years of not participating in the Sinulog had a good effect, adding that the group mastered how to showcase its performance and manipulate its props. While in the free interpretation category, Lumad Basakanon bagged the first prize. They were followed by Pundok Masadyaon of Toledo City and La Castellana Bailes de Luces. Free interpretation category head Judge Nestor Hardin said the costume, props, and production design of Lumad Basakanon had contributed a lot in its performance. Hardin said the formation was engaging and the transition was smooth. There were a total of 31 contingents this year. Of the 31 contingents, 7 came from Cebu Province, 16 were from Cebu City, and 8 were out-of-town groups. Nico Tubo, NewsBits Tonight.
For the latest in sports, here's Kenneth Torres.
The San Antonio Spurs outlasted the Miami Heat 107-102 in the National Basketball Association on Monday. With more than 4 minutes remaining, LaMarcus Aldridge drained a hook shot to pull the Spurs to within 1 point. Derek White stole an attempted entry pass that led to a 3-point play by Aldridge, putting their team ahead with 3 points. Heat's Duncan Robinson missed a 3-pointer with 10 seconds left, while trailing 105-102. Patty Mills scored 18 points, DeMar DeRozan tallied 20 points, and Aldridge added 20 points to help the Spurs snap a 2-game skid. Heat's Bam Adebayo had 21 points, 16 rebounds, and 6 assists, while Goran Dragic added 19 points and Kendrick Nunn had 18 points. The Spurs and the Heat will next face the Phoenix Suns and the Sacramento Kings respectively on January 21. Kenneth Torres, NewsBits Tonight.
To get the latest, visit www.sunstar.com.ph. Follow us on our YouTube channel and official social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Cherry Ann Lim. Good evening.